Namaste. My name's Tarana. I'm joining you today after having traveled an adventurous 8,000 miles from my country, India, to come here to be at the Living Miracles Monastery, where the community led by David Hoffmeister joins in prayer, in guidance, and in joy. Today we are celebrating the beginning of the preparations for the Enlightenment Retreat called Strawberry Enlightenment Retreat, something that I had only heard about a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I have a confession. I'd never heard about A Course in Miracles until a couple of months ago. But I was guided, and the call was so strong, and Spirit brought me all the way from India, from east to west, to be here today. And we're going to meet Ricki. We're going to take a tour of the monastery and learn about the preparations for this joyous Strawberry Enlightenment Retreat. Let's go. So this Living Miracles Monastery, that's
Yes.
where we are at?
Yes,
Okay. Can we have a tour, please?
certainly.
Yeah, this is like heaven on earth. I have come 8,000 miles from India, and this was just a blurb on an advertisement on Facebook that I saw. I felt drawn to.
We sometimes have gatherings outside.
Right.
That's called the Love's Nest.
What are you showing us first?
Well, first I'll show you what we call the gathering room. And every morning we meet. You can, we do take our shoes off.
Okay.
Every morning we meet in this room, and if we have an evening session like a healing touch or a movie session or a deep talk, we meet in here as well. But every morning we come in here for our meditation. Here, the way we live is to use everything for a backdrop for healing the mind. An untrained mind can do nothing, says Jesus in the Course. So the way we live our lives is that, all of us have a call to live completely and in every moment with our Father, with God. And we're just not called to do anything in the world anymore. We just want to give our whole life, all of our lives here, to awakening, to knowing God, to knowing ourselves as spirit. After our meditation, I just kind of remind everyone about why we're here, and just to stay with God all day, and to remember to pause and pray. And if anyone has anything that they need to lift up so they can start their day, we open it up for that as well.
So what time are you here?
6:30.
6:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Spirit has us up so early to be about our Father's business. We actually, for the first time in my life, I'm just happy to wake up and be with everyone. How could I not be? There's like 21 beloveds here, just waiting to join and be. So everything we do is for that, and just to remind each other and ourselves to be with Spirit, to be in the presence of Spirit, that it's not about accomplishing a task or getting things right. It's really about coming into that deep state of mind where we know we're all one, where we feel the love of God, where we feel there's purpose behind everything we're doing.
So this time, you said this was the 4th strawberry offering?
Yep, 4th strawberry we have.
And
we don't know if there'll be more. Spirit gives it to us as He gives it to us.
Yeah, and so how many people do you have coming this time?
Well, there'll be a total here of 120 people.
Oh, that's a lot of food.
Yeah, well, let's not
hungry.
talk about that right now. Well, let's show you to the kitchen then.
Oh, yes, I'm hungry.
What we give you when you come here is an opportunity to see how we live, and just really the most gift you can have when you come is just the demonstration of ones that are in a peaceful state of mind and how they live. But when you go home, we've given you all kinds of tools. Our expression session, for instance, is a way to learn true empathy, where you can just listen to someone and not try to fix them or heal them or teach them, and let them completely empty all their thoughts, and then the presence of you just letting that up without fixing is so healing for some people that they're in tears. You take that with you, it transfers to everything in the workplace, at home, with the family, with the relationships, girlfriends, boyfriends, wives.
No advice given, nothing, no fixing.
Nothing.
Just listening.
Just listening.
Just imbibing, absorbing, holding space. so beautiful. Look at those flowers that swing.
There's great places here to just pray. So here's the kitchen.
Wow.
And yeah, we'll need even more places as more volunteers come in.
Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful.
So right now there's 21 of us in the monastery, and some of them are on food prep. So some of them are on the campground, getting the event ready on the ground. Some of them are on cleaning, making beds, and yeah, every day we come together and grab our plate and sit down, and we're here for an hour and a half more, and we just go around, and you don't have to speak, but everyone here really likes to practice just exposing private thoughts or anything that is stuck in the mind, just to lift it and release it. And
that's so amazing. Just imagine just listening without having to say anything, without having to offer any advice, and just holding a space.
And we also learn here how to speak from a true place, not just chatter. We don't even we don't know how to do mindless chatter. So it's a practice of being really authentic about how you feel, and people know it's safe here to say anything like, I don't like you, I'm in love with you, this sucks, or this is wonderful. So you're allowed to get in touch with your true authentic feelings, say them, and it's a practice, and you can take that with you, because people really can relax in the space of a person who is real with you. You know,
so
the whole thing changes.
No private thoughts.
No private thoughts, no people pleasing, no reciprocity, no acting out of roles of a parent, mother, sister, brother. Like, we undo those roles, and we come from a true place of, I actually don't feel this right now. It's actually, I won't be able to do this because I've just left that part of me behind, or I really need to do this, trust me. So just coming from a place of what you really feel, not just acting from patterns or things you were taught in the past.
Never be the same, as
Never
you
be
said.
the same.
So let's back up here a little bit. A couple of hours ago, I went down the canyon, and there were all these volunteers. Who are they? Where did they come from? What are they doing?
Well, like you, they saw a blurb on Facebook, and their hearts just went, oh my God, I have to go and see what these people are about. I have to go spend some time with them. I want more. It's like a calling within, to know themselves, to know ourselves more deeply, or to know God more deeply. Some of the people don't even recognize it's God that they want. They just feel this deep calling, and they're not sure what it is.
Oh my God, Spirit just has everything.
I could show you one of the bunk rooms.
The bunk room?
Yeah, I'll show you the bunk rooms. Hopefully it's clean.
So these are people coming from different parts of the world, some of who have no idea about the principles of A Course in Miracles, or everybody knows, everybody's read the book.
Everyone here that is here, I have had many conversations with before they came, just to set them up for what it would be like, why we do what we do, and just our practice and the way we live. So they've all been drawn and impelled to come, but some of them didn't even know why.
Hi. Have you come in? Oh, this is beautiful. Pristine white, and the curtains and the little details. Oh,
And if someone has, I'm not a body, I am free, for I'm
as God created me.
beautiful.
So Ricki, tell me, how many days before the Enlightenment Festival do you and your team start the preparations? How many volunteers does it take? Let's talk about numbers. I know you're not into numbers, but it's still...
Well, it's Spirit's Festival, so this year We started 6 weeks before, well, actually it was a 6-week stay through up until the end of the event. And we have another workshop at the end of the event called Heart Song, Voice Liberation Workshop. So the total time I offered for people to come was a 6-week period. So they could come anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks. Right now there's 21 of us, and I'll have a total of 30 volunteers, which we only expected to have 10 or 15. There was such a strong call to come and spend time with us. So we knew the first 2 weeks would mostly be just context talks about, you know, how we live and why we do what we do, and just more of an intimate joinings and really building trust. And so then every week just about we get a new set of people who come, and they just kind of blend in with the vibe, with the state of mind, and it's been nothing but beautiful. I've never had a group of people come. We started with 8, and all 8 have decided or had signed up to stay for the full 6 weeks. And I'd never seen people just show up and be so willing to serve and be so happy and have so little come up to be healed, because they were just so excited to be with us. There was just, I mean, and so we didn't really have to really even, it was such a gentle pace because everybody wanted to work. They came to serve.
It doesn't feel like work. It just feels like I'm living one day at a time, no worry, no private thoughts, no people pleasing. Literally, you're in heaven. This is such a beautiful, beautiful place. Yes, there are many challenges. Spirit is sometimes making it 100 degrees. Sometimes it's raining.
We love the rain.
It's just, it seems everyone's having so much fun while transference of learning is happening.
They are.
And
they're so grateful just to be here.
yeah.
There's just a humbleness and a gratitude in the hearts of the ones who have come to visit with us that I'm really taken aback by
I feel it.
by them.
I can feel it. I've totally got chills listening to you. Ricki, tell us a typical day at the Strawberry Enlightenment Festival. I believe it's a 7-day festival.
It's a 6-day festival.
How does it go?
Well, it starts in 7 days, and I have no idea what the schedule is because we're doing everything one day at a time. But I imagine, well, I don't know. There'll be sessions, teaching sessions, dance sessions, spontaneous. Well, we're not going to have any bonfires because there was fires in Utah, but
Right.
so there's a ban on fires. But we'll have like just campground gatherings where people jam and jam sessions, open mic nights where people who don't really have, aren't comfortable playing in front of an audience can get up and do a song or two. Or they have a huge passion, but we just we'll have slots for people who really want to play a song or two.
Ricki, I feel inspired listening to you. I want to sing in my language. I don't sing in English, but I sing in Hindi.
Cool.
Just listening to you, I feel inspired and I want to offer a song. So
wonderful.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I think I
That
heard
would be
something about
beautiful.
that. That's
Yeah, that would be so nice. And dancing, you said, it seems like joy, joy, joy. Everybody's in their joy.
Yeah.
And dancing with their Father, Holy Spirit.
Yeah, just letting loose. We just really let go and just let our Father move us with the dance and the music, and there's going to be deep teaching sessions and a lot of spontaneous surprises. These festivals are just full of great food and joinings, but the most important thing is that they're going to be mighty companions for you to meet who have the same calling as you do, who were drawn here. It was a prompt from Spirit to come. No one's coming just to come to a music festival.
That's right.
No one.
I feel
And there's going to be 120 people here on the grounds.
This is a festival unlike any other, so we can't compare it to a regular music or enlightenment or any. That's why you've changed the name from music and enlightenment to just the Enlightenment Festival.
Yeah.
The music is secondary. The main purpose
Yes.
is the joining. I feel you. The joining, the love, the guidance, and the one mind.
And while people are here really being intuitive about who am I to join with, who am I called to meet, and why, Spirit has a plan that none of us even know.
Right.
And people are going to go back to their homes taking this connection with so many beloveds forever. These are lifelong connections.
Wow. That looks like a picture out of a postcard.
Yeah, it does.
I think we have a mighty companion already seated there.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's a great spot.
It seems like my life will never be the same, as you said. Your life will never be the same after you come here. It's like everything I've done in my life for the joy to come here. And I don't feel like going back.
Well, maybe you won't. There's not many who are called to live a life. It's kind of like we're in a monastery. As I try to explain to my parents, think of me as like a nun. I'm not able to just pick up the cell phone in the middle of the day. I'm like, and he's like, my dad was like, oh, okay, I get it now.
You're in service.
Yeah, so it's very, very different than the daily life people live on the outside world. And a lot of people come and they're just like, I don't know how to live this way. And that's why we have a lot of talks before people come, and they're ready. So they're prepared and they want it. They want to, actually, it's a gift to yourself to leave the world for a minute and just spend this time with God. It's everything, actually.
I just, wanted to frame when I'd gone down towards the campgrounds and people were setting up. I just saw a joining wherein, before getting into any task, the girls, the boys, everybody, the mighty companions in the Course terminology, they were joining their hands and saying, let's pray.
That's all we do.
That is so beautiful that there's not a step taken, even if it's just hanging up a hook.
That's right.
There's not a step taken in this festival or in this celebration before the mighty companions join together in prayer.
There's not a step taken in this community without prayer. Everyone who comes, every task given, every relationship, it's all prayed upon very, very, it's so beautiful. We love to come together and pray and ask for our Father's plan. We're not ever doing anything on our own. We don't make decisions on our own. It's a different way of living, and you can always trust that you're in the truth, you're in the flow of life when you've prayed first. And then even if you prayed and something feels off, then you just pray again. Okay, by the way you feel, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say, and to whom? And a life like that, lived like that, is just, there's only miracles. Even if you're feeling off for a second, you just realign. Call for a miracle. Join with the mighty companion. for me, just overseeing the event, it's a gift. Like, I can't even put into words, having these people come and just seeing all the aspects of my mind, and yeah, just coming together in this one purpose, and watching the event take care of itself, because we all stop and pray, because we pause, because we all have the intention of healing our minds, and so everything gets done in that prayer. We don't call this anything.
Sorry, we chased you away. This is beautiful.
You can see where the stage will be for the festival down here. We're still doing preparations, so there's some wood down there. But you can see some little.
That's the stage.
That's the stage for the festival, yeah. And then see these little paths that lead through the bushes. That will be, if you go further back, there's good shady areas where there'll be tents. People who choose to camp, because the stars are so vast here at night, and it's cool weather at night, so it's just really beautiful if you camp and see. There's more little campfire spots over there. There's trails. We're going to have these big tents up here and over the stage for shading. There'll be hammocks and fairy lights everywhere. So the crew has done such a beautiful job. The volunteers have just really put their heart and soul into clearing the grounds and making it ready.
Yeah.
He's weeding the campfire. Oh, attention to detail.
Yeah, that's
Dusty crew.
all right. Let's see what else we got.
Okay. Check. Campsite. It's looking good. Oh, here comes Helena with a wheelbarrow.
What are you grateful for?
Oh, look at this top.
Yeah, that's right. What am I grateful for? Everybody here. That's what I'm grateful for. And the Holy Spirit in my mind.
Yay. Okay, here we go. I'm keeping these little videos short because we don't have a lot of bandwidth out here, so we're just flowing with what we've got. But here we come, back around to the camping area. With Ricki, leader of the berries.
This section too, there's a little campfire over there. Again, campsites if needed.
Beautiful.
Cool though, right? And look, it's a holy rock.
Oh, there you go.
We have a holy
space,
rock.
the holy rock.
Holy rock, yeah.
The holy rock. It took me a minute.
Yeah. None of these, not one rock is here.
Kirsten, while we're walking, we can check out what else needs more rock.
What else needs more rocks? Okay, that's my function.
Oh, we need a lot more rock. That's it? Did we ever find
That
the
was
other
an
pile?
entire trailer. Yeah. I found the pile.
The other pile. I know
Oh,
you
there's
found
no.
it.
I'm like, I found a pile.
So porta potty.
Okay. Oh,
Do you want this?
last year it was up there. It can get intense sometimes because you're facing your thoughts and your fears, and yet this is a safe environment where we can come together and let the thoughts that aren't real come up, and let our fears and our vulnerability come up, and those who have gone before us hold that space for us to go through the darkness and into the light. And it's an unbelievable experience, and we stop each other all the time saying, where's your mind? What are we doing this for? Just to remind everyone that it's not about the task or preparing for an event. It will get done because this is Spirit's event. This is all for Spirit. We're not doing it. We're learning to be done through by Spirit. I feel like it's Spirit just pouring love and blessings down on everyone. They love the rain. We just get excited when it rains.
Yeah, that's the third time you said that. I can't wait for it to be raining, and I'm going to do a dance on that stage, just
Rain
jumping,
dance.
rain dance. Lovely.
I'm wondering, once the festival's over and we go back to what is called real life and our day jobs and our businesses, how long does it take to integrate back? How does it feel? Are we ever the same?
You're never the same. It's different for everyone, and there's a few of them that have never left.
Never left.
Yeah, me. I came 7 years ago.
At the Strawberry Music and
About a month before. I came because I watched one video of David Hoffmeister, and I asked to come, and I never left.
I'm not going anywhere. Thank you.
Ricki, I want to talk about you and your passion for music. You're a musician. Tell us something.
Well, in this moment, I am not a musician. Now, I am a headliner at this year's festival, but yeah, I just picked up my guitar about an hour ago for the second time since I've been with this pod. There just hasn't been, and in 5 minutes someone came in and said, come check out the rock paths, and I was like, oh yeah, the rock paths. So it's like, when it comes, for me, I don't have a need to have the music anymore or to play it, but when it's given, meaning when it's time, I just pick it up and I play. But I'm just so happy to be in just about my Father's business. I'm just amazed at how joyful it can be just to take it one day at a time. Every day, we don't know what any day is going to look like, and how it's been so full on with so many people. Like, I haven't needed to do anything else.
Yeah.
But when the event comes, I'm sure I'll have an hour slot and play 10 songs.
And the sun has come out just as you said. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is it. Just being like a little child in the arms of God. Like, just being excited to be alive and be on a swing. That's it.
I know, I've sat on many swings, but I've never been as excited as this swing. There's just something about the canyon, the knowing that it's been an adventure coming 8,000 miles, not knowing. I never asked a question, never. My only question was, okay, what's your address? And I just showed up.
Oh, that's beautiful. Big leap of faith into the unknown joy.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh.
I'll see you in a week.
Yes! I'm not leaving.
Oh, that's great.
Remember, there's some who never leave?
Yes.